Well, good morning, Forever Living. Welcome to Friday. I hope you're having a great day and looking forward to the weekend and spending a bit of time with your families, perhaps. But I'm here to do a quick review of the Eagle Managers Retreat online training that we did last weekend, last Saturday, for all the Eagle managers who qualified a little earlier this year. And obviously it was quite a unique event. Normally we'd do this training with them in person, but for obvious reasons that's not possible right now. Now, if you are an Eagle manager and you're tuned into this, congratulations on your achievement. As you know, it's a lot of hard work, but a lot of reward as well. If you're not an Eagle manager, I hope you have it on your goal list to achieve. It's one of the key incentives in the Forever Marketing Plan, and definitely a fantastic one to take your next step to like huge areas of success, as we'll talk about very shortly. So, many years ago, when we announced the Eagle Managers Retreat event, we promised the Eagles that if you qualify, you'll get to see the world. Now, obviously, 2020 had a way of putting a stop to that beyond all our controls, and all of us are very upset about that fact that obviously it's not possible at this time to get together. But at Forever Living, we don't like to go back on a promise. So what we did, we couldn't take you to see the world this year, but what we did is we brought the world to you. So every one of our leaders who did a training, instead of filming them at home on Zoom or in their kitchens or in their offices, we took them out of their homes to somewhere really beautiful, close to where they lived, and showed the beauty of 4 continents in this training. So as well as getting valuable training from these leaders, you're seeing a little bit of the world at the moment. So I hope those Eagles really enjoyed that, really got some benefit from that. If you're not an Eagle, and obviously you didn't get to see this, all is not lost. We're going to be releasing some of these trainings over the next few weeks, so you'll get the opportunity to see what we're referring to. But I just wanted to review some of the trainings today, just to remind the Eagles and maybe excite those who are not Eagles about what's coming. Now, we started, I think the first trainer, if I'm right, was a wonderful lady from North America. Her name is Marta Omehel. She lives in Florida, and we took her and you to Anna Maria Beach in Florida. It was a beautiful beach, and we just spent a little bit of time with her talking about team spirit. Now, some of you may not know, but Marta's originally Polish, moved to the US many years ago, and has started to build a fantastic team. And she is currently one of, if not the fastest growing Forever business in North America right now. And North America is doing fantastically well at the moment. So she's a key part of that. And what Marta does as good as anybody is create fantastic team spirit amongst her downline and her customers as well. So let's take a look at a few words from Marta.
Anna Maria Beach here in Florida is definitely my favorite place to be. My goal is to reach 15 people per day to offer them either products or either a business. And I really focus on that every single day. We all know Forever Living business is all about people and helping them and meeting them, but also knowing how to communicate with them. In terms of building a team spirit, engagement is also crucial. So we want that group to be alive. We want your FBO to be uplifted, to be happy, to be excited about the business.
So we got a little taste there of what she's doing, but she is incredible at bringing her team together, making them feel super special. In the training, she talks about recognizing the small details, not just the big move-ups or the big incentive achievements, but the little details, that extra order that's been placed, the extra case credit, a sign-up, maybe a birthday. It doesn't really matter, but staying in touch, staying in communication with her team is what she puts much of of her success down to. So you'll get to see Marta's full training in 2 or 3 weeks time. Keep an eye, it'll be on this Facebook channel, Forever Living the Business channel, so keep an eye out for that. So after hanging out at the beach with Marta in Florida, we took the Eagle managers to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and a fantastic FBO called Hamza Hamdan, who's a great friend and has an amazing energy. She did a training on how to go from Eagle manager to chairman's bonus in 2021, and we hope that's something that you'll all aim for next year. One of her favorite places is the Petronas Towers, the Twin Towers, stunning building in Kuala Lumpur, so we hung out there with her and did some training. Interesting fact, we were about to start filming her in Kuala Lumpur, and one of the biggest storms to hit Kuala Lumpur this year came down. The heavens opened, so we had to very quickly adapt, move the training indoors, but you still got to see a lot of the city there. She had so much structure in her training. She literally detailed every single step of what she does in order to build her team. And let's take a look at a few words from Hamza.
I am so proud to be from Malaysia. As a nation, we strive to be the best we can be. We respect and reflect on our traditions and heritage. But we have our sights firmly set on the future. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you guys my formula, my secret to transform myself and my team to Eagle Manager to Chairman Bonus Qualifier. It's 5D. And number 1 is a desire, and then direction, decision, discipline, and determination. We need to always be with our mentor so that we can keep a positive vibration and positive mindset. Attitude can lead to altitude.
Isn't it beautiful there? I love those Twin Towers and miss visiting places like Kuala Lumpur. So lots and lots of energy from Hamza as well. She's a great example of somebody who's so dedicated to what she does, so dedicated to looking after her downline and her customers, and her and her family are achieving great things now with Forever Living. So great job, Hamza. So from Kuala Lumpur in the Far East, in Malaysia, we came all the way west, back to my home country, and we filmed Jane Leach in the Cambrian Mountains in southern Wales. And she was hiking up a mountain, and as she was doing so, she was talking about how she develops her team and builds her team members up to ensure that she remains an Eagle year after year after year after year, and how then she is a success and has fantastic results based off the success of her team. So let's take a few moments and look at a few words of wisdom from fantastic Jane Leach.
I love coming here to the Cambrian Mountains in Wales. A beautiful wilderness of mountains, forest and water. Remember to never ever stop working hard towards your goal. You know, your goal's important to you, and we know there are going to be challenging times. We know there are going to be people that disappoint you, people that let you down, things that don't materialise. That's life, it happens to all of us. But here's the thing, when you work through these challenging times, you become a stronger leader, more able to manage the challenges going forward, and more able to be more empathetic with your teams. We never ever quit, we never ever give up on our goal, because remember this, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right, and winners never quit.
So thank you, Jane, for those words of wisdom, and most of you will know, of course, that Jane has been a top leader, in fact been in the GLT since the very beginning of that group, and is always so willing to share her words of wisdom and her observations, and we learned so much from Jane. Thank you very much. If you weren't an Eagle Manager, you'll get to see her full 15 to 20 minute training in the next week or two, so keep an eye out for that. It's really worth waiting for. And of course, I mentioned Jane's one of our top leaders, but our next presenter were also one of our top leaders. Nukobile and Percy Maseleku from South Africa are our #1 FBO in the entire continent of Africa. They're an amazing couple who work so hard with their big team down there, and we had an exciting and fun and beautiful day out at the Tugela Falls in Drakensberg, South Africa, and let's take a quick look at what they had to say.
I'm fascinated by the power of water. It can have such beauty and power.
Just like the Tugela Falls in Drakensberg, here in South Africa. To achieve gem bonus, planning is key. Guys, you've got to be disciplined. You must have weekly meetings with yourself. You must have the work ethic to back it up. Because wanting it is not going to make the cuts. You must be prepared to put in the work as well.
So of course Nukobile and Percy were talking about the power of the gem bonus, and theirs was a particularly fascinating training, and like many people, they said at the beginning they didn't understand really the power of the gem bonus. You get the extra 1% onto your income, and it doesn't seem like a lot for what is quite a lot of work to get to Sapphire Manager and above, but as they explained, that first check that came in blew their minds, and they were able to move their family into the house of their dreams in a safe area so their children can grow up, and they are so thankful for that gem bonus, and as they say in the video, so thankful to forever. But we're thankful to them too, because the training they gave was really inspiring, and I know again when you all get to see that in a couple of weeks time, you'll see the benefit of and the power of gem bonus too. So after Nukobile and Percy, we moved north back into Europe, and we hung out at the Austrian Alps and at the home of our #1 FBO in the world, Rolf and Dominique Kipp. Their house there in the Austrian Alps is just beautiful, and I think one of the main reasons for their success for so many years now is the consistency of what they do with their business. So we asked Rolf to explain some of the detail of what he does on a daily basis that is so consistent that ensures that he stays at the very top. And let's take a look at some of what he had to say.
This is such an inviting view. The Austrian Alps demand your attention. It simply begs you to scale the heights, to win.
How do I get this consistency in my business? That is relatively simple. I have a rhythm, which means that I start my business every 3 months again from the beginning. That is, I forget everything I have built up until then, and I get my initial enthusiasm back. You must love to process, you must love to talk about the products, to talk about the business. Use the products every day, and you have heard that quite often, a product of the product. We use, for example, we have a consumption of over 120 liters of aloe vera per month. We take, I don't know how many dietary supplements and so on. We love and live these products.
Wow, isn't it beautiful there? And as I said, you can see with the consistency that he applies to his business why the success is there constantly for them. Another thing you might have noticed in the video is the amount of product that they consume. I think in the clip he said that as a family they consume 120 liters of aloe vera per month. Can you believe that? Do you think there's a correlation between the #1 consumer of the products in the world and the #1 business owner in the world? It's the same people, and I think it's easy to see why. Once again, that training will be out in full so that everybody can benefit from the wisdom of Rolf, and take note when he's speaking, because the detail he goes through, and he's quite fast speaking his German, but the detail is amazing and really, really insightful. And if you take those notes and apply it to your business, you're going to see some growth too, it's guaranteed. So we finished off the training with our president, Greg Morn. He was up in northern Arizona in the mountains doing what he loves best, and that's being on a horse, talking about all of you guys. And he introduced us to a really interesting story about a movie that he'd seen not too long ago called Unbranded. And it's, as he explains, it's a story of 5 guys driving or riding Mustangs from the Mexican border up to Canada, and it's an incredible trip, and they learned so much on their way. And Greg likened that journey to the journey of an FBO. Good days, bad days, really tough times, challenges, but ultimately the dedication and the vision that they had, and hopefully all of you have for your forever business, meant that ultimately there was some success. Let's take a look at some words from Greg.
Even though your goal this year is to become an Eagle manager, and you did it and you achieved it, your journey is not over. You gotta continue on. You gotta see where you can take yourself and your business. And that is the exciting thing about Eagle Manager, about Chairman's Bonus, about earning a car, about earning a trip, about earning a better place to live. There's always something better that you can do for yourself and for your family and for all those that are around you. Thank you, all you Eagle Managers, for working hard. And don't forget, the journey is not over.
Well, thanks, Greg, and again, his message will be going out on Facebook, the business page, pretty soon, so you'll be able to see the entire piece of that. So, if you're an Eagle Manager, you've already seen all those trainings, and I know from the feedback we were getting that you love them, which is great. I hope all of you are applying the lessons learned from those leaders already to your businesses, and then making sure that you're building on your current success and taking everything to the next level. If you're not an Eagle yet, make it your goal to be that. There are so many benefits to being an Eagle. That recognition from your peers, the fact that you're doing the business, you're on it every day. If you're an Eagle, you're on it every day, and we recognize that, and the peers around you recognize that you're doing that as well. At the same time, you're building a very solid and stable business that's going to last the test of time. Another great benefit, of course. Like I said at the beginning, normally you would be seeing the world by being an Eagle Manager, and we had to do that vicariously this time through all our speakers. But we promise that as soon as it's safe to do so, the Eagle Manager Retreat live event will be back, and you'll, as an Eagle, be traveling the world once again. And many people do the Eagle Manager Retreat for the travel. I would argue that that's a great benefit, but kind of a cherry on top of the cake, because we've been doing some research recently about the power of the Eagle Manager program, and I would say that this would be your #1 reason to be an Eagle Manager. So we took a look at all the Eagles that have just qualified in 2020, and we looked at their income from last year. So that was the income of the current Eagle Managers, and took an average. We then took an average of all the active managers in the world who are not Eagles and looked at their income. And the Eagle Manager figure was double the manager figure who weren't Eagles. So that's the statistics would tell you, if you're an Eagle Manager, you're going to be earning twice the income than a manager who hasn't made it to Eagle. So Eagle has to be on your dream board. It has to be a significant goal for you, because like I said, one of the main benefits, probably the main benefit, is that your monthly check is going to go up. So look out for these trainings that are going to come out very shortly on our Facebook page, this very one that this is being broadcast on. We're going to be doing one a week starting next week, so keep an eye out for those. I hope you found it useful. Eagle Managers and Eagle Managers, I hope you continue to build your business. Congratulations once again on achieving such an important incentive. And just like to remind you, we're now in our last 3 months of the year. Take a look at your numbers. If you're working towards Global Rally or Chairman's Bonus, now is a really critical time of year. You still have enough time, there's 3 months left, to make an extra jump, to achieve, work a little bit harder and achieve that next level. So take a look at your numbers. So in the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed this quick review. We look forward to showing you the full training soon. Have a great weekend with your families and take care.